Hey guys, Pastor Ryan here. I want to take just a moment as we are about to celebrate our 4-year anniversary for our church, and God's done incredibly far more than all that we could imagine or ask. I stopped by and saw this church boarded up, and I wanted to share with you this message. I felt like it was really important to remind you of why we do what we do. The purpose of our church is to gather people to worship Jesus, to help them grow in Christ-centered maturity, and then to help them go into areas of ministry and missions through the local church. I want to encourage you to think about it like this. Churches in America shut their doors all the time, every day, because they fail to do those three things. I don't know the story behind this church, but I can assure you that they didn't commit themselves to the Great Commandments and the Great Commission. Because any church that does that, it's going to have a great impact. It's important for you to remember that as we look at the next 4 years, that we must always be people, not just the pastor, but the people who are gathering people. And we can all do that at some level or another. Reach out and invite a friend or a neighbor to church. Gathering people to worship Jesus is historically a fundamental purpose of the local church. Secondly, we grow together. Churches must have a really warm, loving fellowship experience, hospitality ministry, guest services ministry, to grow together in neighborhood groups, small groups. I don't know the story behind this church, but I can assure you something went wrong. Growing together is incredibly important. As we look forward to the next 4 years, we want to see neighborhood groups in every single neighborhood, core neighborhood in the North Valley. We can't do this alone. You got to be a part of that. Everybody's got to plug in and grow. Growing together in Christ-centered maturity in God's family is essential for the local church. And lastly, going into areas of ministry and missions. If we're going to reach the North Valley for Christ over these next 4 years, we need to dedicate ourselves fully to those three purposes: to gather people to worship Jesus, grow in community together, and to go into areas of ministry and mission in the local church. To Christ be the glory in the North Valley and beyond. This is Pastor Ryan. I pray that God will use us tremendously all the more in the next 4 years, and we're looking forward to celebrating with you this Sunday our 4-year anniversary. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.